all you guys watching, you're probably thinking, oh no, he's crap. Yeah, I'll take that. I've been crap all season. But this race, you know...
Well, hopefully you can keep these performances coming in week out, and fingers crossed that your 10-second lag spike comes in qualifying and not actually in the race. That's another point, actually, I think, as well. As I'm on board with Craig Senna, who's the first car out at the front, and about to start his first attempt at a flying lap. He's just come through the final corner now and onto the pit straight. So here we go, Craig Senna in the Red Bull DRS Open. Should be topping out around about 200 and maybe 210, 212, around about that sort of area. And indeed, Craig Senna does do that into turn 1 now. Rides the curve really well there. Misses the apex at turn 2, but doesn't really compromise himself too much. Going through turn 3, he's actually gone really wide there, and he's actually got the auto breakers, Craig Senna. So not the best start, actually. Probably got a little compromise maybe out of turn 2. Now, he is definitely one to watch, because I have seen him in qualifying. I haven't seen much of his race pace, but his qualifying pace is really good. So, he may not have had the best of starts here, but he's definitely to keep an eye on as the 15-minute countdown obviously comes towards the end. But he's come through turn 7 now, beautifully on the apex, and really nice on the end into turn 8, into the really long right-hander of turn 9. Just about keeps hitting the lines there, Craig Senna. Took a lot of speed through that, so a better middle sector from him, at least compared to his first sector. I didn't say third sector then, but yeah, not even in that yet. We are now, as it comes from turn 11, which is an annoyance little kink, into the uphill braking of turn 12. He's got quite wide there, actually, as Craig, but nevertheless, he manages to keep the speed through it, through turn 13 and into the really difficult chicane of 14 and 15, and he actually cuts both parts of the chicane there, does Craig Senna. I would be really surprised if this lap counted as a result of that, but nevertheless, let's see. And no, it didn't count. It was discounted.
I love Jigsaw though, 24.5, an absolute shocker of a lap, corner cutted turn 15. So and he's already been beaten by F1 Originals, last week's promoted winner after the Stewards report out. So congratulations to him after China.
Indeed, yeah, Chris, I will agree with you on that one. As Temper 3D actually just goes pole now in a 22.8 in the Force India. Now Temper he's a strange character for me, as Temper. He's actually just been beaten now his time, but he's got really good qualifying pace. But his race pace on the prime tyres in particular is somewhat below par. I don't know why, as Alex Ham is actually the guy who's gone pole, and he's at a 22.2 as Alex Ham. That's a fantastic first lap from him. Yes, that's because though you were on intermediates, Chris. As Craig Senna is on his second flat lap now into the final sector, coming through turn 14 and 15, took that much better this time, kept it within the line, got a decent amount of traction. Time looks pretty good. It's going to put him probably P2, I would think, and indeed it is P2 on a 22.4, so he's only 2 tenths behind Alex Ham at the moment, but a decent banker lap from Craig Senna there. His Temper has actually got a lot of traffic in front of him with a Toro Rosso, which I believe will be eyes the best, and a Ferrari in front of him, which is probably, I think, Temper Pits anyway, but I think it was Tank Panda, who, just so people know, is also known as Delta. It's just that he's having to use a different account.
Oh, what a lap time by Alex Hammer, 21.8.
Early days yet, Chris. Early days. Chris, I did a 20.9.
Give him credit. He's less than a second off your time. That's even better.
Interesting comment I've just received from Stuart there. Apologies for anyone who was going to be disturbed by that if they're watching the stream. I'm not going to read it out again, but it says what it says. That's just... yeah. I'm lost for words. No, let's just... he said, I had... I'm not going to even say it. Everyone's seen it on stream. I'm not even going to bother to repeat it.
I'm looking on Twitter.
Maybe he's just calling me a boob then, I don't know. Oh, but Killed is on prime tyres again. Why? Why would you go on prime tyres in a qualifying session? I don't understand. He's actually going into gravel. And he exited turn 9 there, and he's backed off completely. So going back on board at who I was with, which was Giles. In the Mercedes on the option tyres, coming through the chicane of 14 and 15, took that really well into the final corner. Time doesn't really look competitive. Let's see where he goes though. It's a 24 flat, which actually at the moment is P5.
Interestingly, we've got some comments on stream. Caroline, I don't know if that's how you say it right.
Who?
Yeah,
Who did you say?
He says hey, or he says hey, and anybody here? Just
What?
me,
Callan, as in C-A-L-L-U-N.
No, C-A-L-O-N 9.
Sounds like a... Yeah.
Calon 9. Tempers has done an impressive lap time. I'm pretty sure Jay.
Tempers coming through turn 11, Chris, on my screen. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Excuse me. That's what happens when you just have pizza. Yes, I am blaming pizza. Yeah, you were right first time there, Chris. It's a she-male. As I'm on board with I Love Jigsaws, who's covering in the Force India for us tonight. He's just come through turn 5, took that pretty well actually, and then through the what is a flat-out turn 6, where it's not really a corner, but now it's turn 7 and 8. Just kept in the white lines, got a little bit of oversteer, but still managed to keep the speed through there into turn 9, and he's dipped his wheel in the gravel there, just about got away with that, but time is looking pretty good from Jigsaw so far. A little bit of a slide into turn 10, not going to comment on that, into turn 11 and now turn 12. He's missed the apex completely there as Jigsaw's compromised his speed through there into turn 13, and that's a big cut of turn 13 into the chicane. Kept it in the lines there, a little wide on it. Oh, he's actually got the auto brake there, I think, on the exit. As Cornish has sent me a message, do I really want to have to read this? I'm going to anyway. Oh, Cornish is just saying that he's Cal online. Fair enough. Can I just call him Caroline?
Caroline.
It'd be a hell of a lot easier. What a gay game attack.
His old game attack. Whoa, no homophobic behaviour, thank you.
Back to the racing. I'm on board with F1 Originals. He's done a 23. He's nearly 2 seconds off pole as Originals, and yet he's on the second row of the grid at the moment. People seem to be struggling to get their quali laps in, but he's completed the first set. He's coming in turn 7 now. Beautifully done there from Originals. That's how you do it, boys and girls, or, well, hermaphrodite for Cornish's case. Through turn 9, and again, really good through there. Got the DRS open really early there, into the hairpin of turn 10. Oh, he's actually gone and missed the apex there and ran a little wide as a result, so he's not the best start of his final sector. Unlike Jigsaw's though, he's managed to keep it towards the apex of turn 12. Carries more speed through there into turn 13 now, and into the really difficult chicane of 14 and 15. Small cut there of 40. Oh, but he's gone off at turn 15 actually. That's probably dented his chances on a really good improvement, but he's going to improve anyway. And it's a 22.7, puts him P3, but if you didn't make that mistake, that could have been P2.
Cal Online said that he did.
I'm sure there's a song for that.
That's why he changed it.
Oh yeah, that's what it's called. It's called Sweet Caroline.
Yeah.
Oh, bore off, CRE. Nobody cares what you think.
Okay.
How is the buffering? According to mine, it's absolutely fine.
Yeah, but what you see and what we see is two different things. But when you see,
do you want a slap? No, you didn't have to say. You just chose to say
I
it. That's the thing. Azai's the best. He's currently P7 at the moment, and even though his teammate is actually on pole at the moment, so he's got some work to do. As Cornish has sent me a message. Get good, mate. Cornish, get an F1, and then we'll talk. Oh my. Well, get a tissue then.
Saying that it's still buffering for him as well.
Get it.
Oh no, it's now saying it's all smooth for him. And now it's buffering for me.
No, I don't need to. There's nothing wrong with it.
Sort it out, Boober.
Look, I haven't changed anything. Everything's the same as it always has been right from the start. Except this time I've got an extra set of headphones in. True. And I didn't bother to do a practice test, but you know. That's just how it is. So anyways, back with Eyes the Best. He's actually in the last sector now, coming towards turn 30. Cornish, stop sending me messages! Jesus. As Eyes the Best has actually cuts turn 14 and 15 there. He's actually on a big improvement in Eyes the Best. This is looking pretty good. It's P5, 22.9. Right, Cornish, I'm going to read your message.
Ooh, and we got...
You mad? No, I'm actually fine. Well, I've got a headache as it is from the dogs,
It will
but
be bad after tonight, though.
Yeah, they're very quiet. They're sleeping at the moment, so.
Boober,
No.
The question is though, is your dog gonna wake up during the race?
Fair enough.
Yes,
I'm gonna go with originals.
Alex Ham for the win tonight.
No, and Killers is gone. Get it back in,
Alex
Chris,
Ham's
if
got
you
an
can,
F4 reserve,
please.
Yeah, none of us think he's gonna win. Don't know. That's a tall order there.
Cornish has sent me another message. So mad, bro. No, I'm only mad because I got a headache. Anyways, back with the action. On board with Temper 3D in the 4th inning, coming up into turn 5. Currently P4 on a 22.8. Needs to find 0.2 of a second, or a tenth and a half roughly, to get himself into third place ahead of Originals. Into turn 7, just about gets on the apex. Runs a little wide though. Cuts turn 8 as a result. Into turn 9, and again he's missed the apex and he's in the gravel. I think that's Temper's first lap gone anyway, if he's got enough fuel for another lap at least anyway, so I'll go on board with...
I'm board with Originals, and he's just about to come around.
Well, Jigsaw's is currently P7 at the moment on a 23.7. Needs to find a bit of time with Jigsaw's, and he's got a lot... Just about got away with that at turn 3. I thought he may have got the auto brake there, but he gets away with it. Into turn 4, pretty good through there. Could have taken maybe a little bit more speed. Got too much oversteer and traction wasn't really that great. Into turn 5, slides it in, gets on the power there pretty well. So at least he's recovered probably some of the time he's lost potentially. Into turn 7 now, and small cut there from Jigsaw. Probably didn't gain anything from that as a result. Into turn 9, and well, actually that was a bigger cut and a big track extend. Not a clean lap from Jack, I must say at the moment. Into turn 10, just about clips the apex there. Keeps it within the white lines this time around through the annoyance of turn 11 and into turn 12, which does catch drivers out. It caught him out last time around, but not this time. Nails it. Into turn 13 again, nails that corner into the chicane of 14 and 15. Oh, he went too deep into 14, compromising through 15. He's come round the final corner now on full throttle. There goes his DRS, and it's P3. P3 for Jigsaws. So that puts him ahead of Originals, who is now down to P4, and he's just come through the final part of the chicane and round turn 16, the last corner, onto the pit straight. This looks like another improvement for Originals. 22.1. 22.1, he goes back into P3.
And what an improvement.
Temper is not on an improvement in his lap. He's going to be boxing Tank Panda, aka Delta. 169. Oh, he's just corner cut turn 13 and he's gone. Draco fired the last man to complete a lap. Currently P9 at the moment. Is he going to improve? No, is the answer. But Alex Ham takes pole position by actually just less than a tenth of a second in the end, Chris, from Craig Senna, who did a 21.9 on his final run. Then you've got Originals P3 and a 22.1. Jigsaw's is 4th with Temper 5th, Eyes is 6th, Tank Panda is 7th, Giles 8th, and Draco is 9th. Unfortunately, we have lost Killers, and he will unfortunately not be able to take part in the race, so that means we only have 9 runners and riders, unfortunately, but I hope they can give us a decent race nonetheless. Why'd you have to be so mean?
Well, I'm going to tell you a funny joke. I'm only going to tell you it because Courtney said it on the stream.
Go on.
What did the cheese say to the angry tortilla?
It's at this point, Chris, where I would like to mute you, because that was just absolutely crap. Cornish, aka Carol, that was a really bad joke. I don't care. He loves it.
Oh, that's hard. Right, anyway, so we've got our predictions for the race win, guys.
Yes, I've out-qualified you again, Chris. 2 races in a row.
One tonight.
I think. Wait, where are you? What position?
I'm last.
Let's have a look. Hooray!
Means I'm a
No,
better.
it just means that you can't qualify, which is the case. Excuse me. I think that's the 3rd time already.
But at least I got second
I got second place just because I was well ahead of everybody behind me and far behind Sia.
You got second place because Ciara was ahead of you and everybody else behind.
Well, apart from Stuart, apart from Brotteran. Well, that was his own fault, wasn't it? As to why he got it, but then again, I don't care. I'll quite.
Caroline.
Cornish will get 8th place tonight. Okay, that's interesting. Just because you got that the other night. Killers, unfortunately you disconnected and you have missed the race. Was it? Did you get signed up from Xbox Live?
Yep.
Oh well, I'm terribly sorry to hear that. I mean, where do you think you? Well, where do you think you may have come?
Well, I didn't have very good pace around Spain anyway, so...
Alright, well that's really unfortunate. Hopefully you can have better luck next time out when we come into the Principality of Monaco. But somebody has decided to ready up. We have 10 seconds to go here, viewers, before the start of the F5 division race with Alex Ham on pole position. Chris's prediction for the run, I'm going with Originals, who starts directly behind him in P3. So we shall see who's going to cross the line in 33 laps time. It is a fully dry race. So that's a first actually, where one division has had a dry qualifying and race. So let's see what these guys can show us. Giles?
Gordon says his actual prediction is that
Giles for the win. Interesting one that is. I don't know where he's. I can't remember where he's qualified. I think he was like 7th. He likes his name. Giles is qualified 8th, so he's starting second last. So we'll see how he goes. Obviously, anything can happen. He could potentially have really good race pace, but here we go, guys. Here, the red lights are all on, and it's a very quick start. And away we go for round 5. Chris, stop trying to get ahead of me. Fantastic, wasn't it? Alex Ham's had a really poor start, and Craig Senna and Originals are both going to pass him into turn 1. Craig Senna's got the inside line. Nope, that's lag from Alex Ham. There's a lot of lag there. Oh dear. Well, he does maintain the lead then. As a result, and Craig Senna is second, and it's actually Originals who's lost out. He's lost a position to the Force India of Jigsaw's in 3rd place. So Jack's moved his way up 1 position already. As I said, Originals is now P4. Oh, Eyes the Best having a bit of a moment there through turn 4. He's now into P5. So solid start from him. Then we've got the Ferrari of Tank Panda, who's gained a position off the start. He's now P6, followed by the 2nd Force India. And then we have Giles in P8 and Draco Fire in 9th. But look at the battle. There's this battle for the lead. I know it's only lap 1, but Craig Senna is sticking to the back. of Alex Ham as well, he was until that particular point. Excuse me. Cornish.
If Giles wins, apparently we owe Cornish a tenner. If Liverpool win the Champions League this year, you owe us a tenner. Actually, no. If Liverpool win the Champions League, then we will give you a tenner.
Sound?
If not, then you have to give us a tenner.
I'm just not getting involved in money.
No, we get the money from him.
I choose not to. As the front two have got a bit of a gap, and Jigsaw's is coming under a little bit of pressure here from Originals. He's within the slipstream. Obviously, there's no DRS. We won't have that until the third lap of this race. But yeah, I thought Originals may have had a bit of a closer look coming through to turn one, but Jigsaw's manages to hold on. He's pulled a little bit of a gap, and Eyes the Best has just ran wide at turn 3. I was about to say that the front 5 have got to have a bit of a gap to those behind them, but after Eyes the Best's mistake, it's now a case of the front 4 now.
But I'd say that Craig Senna's slowly dropping off the back of Alex Ham. But that is playing in.
Indeed, well, Tank Panda has actually started on the prime tyres. I think he's the only person to do so. No, actually, I'm wrong. Giles has also gone for the prime tyres, but I think Draco is on the options. Indeed, he is. So I'm going on board with Draco 5, currently P9 at the moment. He should have the better grip compared to Giles ahead of him, and he should be able to make a move, but he seems to just be lacking slightly in his traction. And it may just be me, but Giles makes a bit of a mistake in turn 12, and Draco 5's now just closed that gap right up. Tried to take a sneaky look into turn 13 there, but wasn't really enough space for 2 cars to go through there. So you just have to hang back for the time being and see if he can get. He had a really good run there through the chicane to Draco Fire and onto the pit straight now. Obviously he won't have the DRS advantage to get ahead, but he's got the slipstream and he's pulling out into the middle of the track. Giles does not bother to defend to the inside, so the side by side as they come down towards turn 1. Draco slightly later on the brakes, he makes the corner, but Giles round the outside manages to defend him, but the side by side still coming through turn 3. Can Draco Fire make this stick? Giles has just about got a car length ahead now as they're coming towards turn 4. Oh, they're still side by side, these guys. This is fantastic. This is as clean as you like, but Giles has just held on to that position. Oh, he's made another mistake though as Giles through turn 5, and once again here comes Draco. He just about pulls alongside the Mercedes into turn 7, but Giles has got the inside, but Draco 5, opportunistic move. Giles runs a little wide and Draco takes that position finally, and he's up into P8. He's going to move further up the field actually in Temper 3D. Oh, Eyes the Best has got ahead of Originals at some point on this lap. Originals has probably made a mistake, so Eyes the Best is up into P4 now. Temper and the Force India is all over the back of the Williams now as they come into the chicane and onto, through the final corner. They both have the advantage of the DRS here, so Temper may not be able to make a move. It's a case of if Originals is going to be close enough to Eyes the Best and make a move, but I just don't think he quite is. And indeed he's not. Indeed he's not. I've got a lot of gas tonight. Speaking of petrol, it's actually going down in price.
To the petrol station with that.
Well, it is, because I remember. Oh, I've just seen that myself. Oh!
Lagged out.